everyone, I am Santosh. Today we are going to deal with the next program, that is addition of two numbers. It is a very simple program, that is just adding two numbers. Okay, let us understand how to do this. Okay, consider the problem to add two numbers. Okay, to add two numbers, what we need? We need at least two numbers. Simple. Let us consider integer numbers to add two numbers. Integer means they are whole numbers without decimal point. They are not fractions. Okay, we will add two whole numbers, integer numbers. Hence, we need two variables or two containers to store the two numbers and another variable to store the result. Getting my point? See, I need two numbers to add, okay, and where I want to store those two numbers? In two variables. Variables are also called as containers. And even I want to store the result. The result can be stored in another variable. Okay, let us consider A is the variable to store the first number, or you can use any name. B is the variable to store the second number, and to store the result I am using the name as C. A, B, C are containers. A, B, C are variables. Okay, and now the formula can be written to add two numbers, that is C equal to A plus B. Simple. Or just you can see A is a container where you can store an integer number. B is a container where you can store another integer number, and according to the formula in C we get the result as 80. Got it? See, now we will discuss about format specifiers. What are format specifiers? Okay, whenever we want to store the data into the memory, or whenever we want to extract the data from the memory, we need to use the format specifiers to specify the type of the data you want to store or you want to use. Okay, means if you want to store the integer value in the variable, you must specify the format, that is it is integer. Or if you want to store the data, fraction data, you must specify that the number is fraction. Okay, format specifiers are very important. Without specifying the formats, you cannot store the data in that variable. Even without specifying the formats, you cannot access the data from that variable. Okay, let us see what are the different format specifiers. See, to use integers you need the format specifier, that is %d. And to use fractions in the program, you must use %f format to specify it is a fraction value. To use characters in the code, you must use %c as the format. And note that these are all small letters. To use long fractions or double values, you must use %lf format. Got it? For example, if you want to use or if you want to store the value 50 in one of the variable, then in C programming code you must specify the format as %d. whenever you want to store the data 50 from the keyboard. Okay, by typing in the keyboard. Okay, we will see how that works. Let us see. If you want to store the data in the variable, what you are going to do in the program, and if you want to print the data on the screen, what you are going to do. And you can print the data on the screen using print function. As you all know, we have done in the first program, that is printing your name on the screen. Okay, to print the data or text on the screen, you need print function. That is, for example, if you want to print hello world, you are using printf and hello. If you want to print the integer value that is stored in C, you must write it as printf %d, C, which means C is of integer type you want to print on the screen. Got it? As you all know, %d indicates integer type of data. And to enter the data from the keyboard or to store the data in the variable from the keyboard, you are using scanf function. Scanf means scan function. How we are going to write? If you want to store the integer value in A, you are going to write scanf %d means integer, and A means in the address of A you are going to store that value. Definitely you are going to use AND operator. AND means in address of A you are going to store the integer value, or scanf %f ampersand or and z I have written, which means in variable z you are going to store a fraction value. In the address of z you are going to store fraction value. Got it? Let us consider, you can see I am not using the keyboard to enter the data. Directly I am using the constant values for A and B. A is equal to 50, B is equal to 30. And what will be the output? That will be displayed on the screen. That is, addition is equal to 80. Okay. How to write the code for this C programming code? Let us see. C program to add two numbers and inputs taken as constants. Inputs means A and B. Output is C. Let us see. This is the code. As you all know, first line will be the preprocessor directive, which includes the standard header file to support the print function or scan function or other functions. Okay, main is the main function of the program, and opening brace. With the help of opening brace, the execution will start. See, int a comma b comma c. What is the meaning of this? Which means a is a variable which is of type integer, means in A you can store integer value, in B you can store integer value, even C holds the integer value. And the next line is A is equal to 50, which means in A we are storing 50. B is equal to 30 means in B we are directly storing 30. We are not choosing any other numbers. Directly we are using constants. 50 is a constant, 30 is a constant. And how to add? C equal to A plus B. This is the formula to add. As you can see, in the end of every line, there is a semicolon, which means it is the end of that statement. In C program, we are using this, which indicates this is the end of that statement. Okay, and the next line is printf addition is equal to %d comma C, which means the addition is equal to will print as it is because it is a string. As you all know, string is a set of character which is written in double quotes. Okay, addition is equal to %d comma C means %d indicates the integer value, and which value we are going to print, that is C value. Okay, the output will be like this. Addition is equal to 80. Addition is equal to, as it is, it has printed what we have written in printf, and instead of that %d, the C value is printed, that is 80, which means C is of integer type. Got it? This is the format of writing that code. Let us see, the same program can be written by typing different values from the keyboard. That is, C program to add two integer numbers, inputs given by keyboard according to the user's interest. Earlier we have taken constants 50 and 30. Now you can give whatever value you want during the execution of the code. This is the way to write that code. As you all know, stdio.h is included, main function is there, and the same declaration we have done, that is int a comma b comma C, means we are using three variables in this program. Okay, see, printf means it will print whatever we write in the double quote. What it is going to print, that is, for the user it is going to print like enter two numbers on the screen, and now the user will enter the two numbers by using the keyboard, and the two numbers are of type integers. That's why two %d's are there, and first value will be stored in A and the second value will be stored in B. Got it? This is not using the constants. As a user, he will type whatever the values he want. The formula is same, that is C equal to A plus B, and the addition result will be in C, that will be printed. Just see how this is going to work. As you can see, printf we have written enter two numbers, the same is there in the output. And one of the thing is /n I have used. /n means after writing this enter two numbers, the cursor goes to the next line. Okay, now as the user, he is entering the A value as 30 and B value as 50. The result is 80. You can use whatever numbers you want, and that should be integer only. Got it? This is the second way of writing the addition of two numbers. Why we have used scanf here? Scanf means it reads the data from the keyboard, but in the earlier program we have directly entered 50 and 30 as the values. Got it? Thank you.